race fans 12 minutes to go in practice before we qualify for the first night of super late models here with All-American Racing League. This is the Spent Dreamz Car Club Tri-Track Championship. We're going to be running here on Thursdays for the next 9 weeks. Shout out to the boys at AARL for bringing me back for their Thursdays. Now you're going to recognize a lot of these drivers, not only from our Tuesday Night Cup Series, but a lot of these same guys ran the Tri-Track Championship last season. The only difference is they were in the Tour mods, and they do have some different tracks this season with the Supers. So you're going to see a lot of names that you've seen here on Thursday nights with All-American Racing League. We're really excited to be switching over to the super late models. I know everybody took a vote in Discord. This is what they wanted to race this season, and we couldn't be more excited for these guys. But who to bring in to talk about this better than the owner of this series? We're going to bring him in for a little race interview. Pre-race interview, I should say. Hey, Freddie, how you doing tonight, brother? You got a copy? Hey, Freddie, it's faded up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? Well, we can't seem to get Freddie on the mic here. Not too sure. He's having some technical difficulties. You could hear some static there in the background, so he's having some technical difficulties with his mic. We'll see if we can retry to get him in an interview here in a couple of minutes. Hopefully he's figured out his issues there. Nonetheless, I know all these drivers are excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad everybody's starting to tune into the stream. We got 8 minutes of practice left. We'll start doing our qualifying session, and shortly after that, we'll get onto the grid and get these guys going. As we see some of these guys trying to figure out just how to handle these cars on this small track. These are some very, very powerful race cars on a very small track. It's going to take a lot of racing craft to get these cars around for the entire race in a smooth manner. I'm sure a lot of these guys have been practicing all week here. If you'll just excuse me for 1 second, I'm going to make an adjustment to the broadcast that's going to be better for everyone. Give me 1 second, please, guys. As you can hear, these cars are loud and fast. I had to turn down the volume just a little bit so I can hear myself think. Like to hear myself talk just a little bit so I know I'm not yelling in your guys' ears. I think we're in a good place there. You guys let me know if that made too much of a difference on your guys' end. Still screaming in my ears, though, so I think we're pretty good. If you're just tuning in for this evening, this is All-American Racing League, Spet Dreamz Car Club Super Late Model Championship. We're still in a practice session here. Everybody making some last-minute adjustments. Only 6 more minutes for these drivers to get as comfortable as they can before we start the qualifying session. I appreciate the early birds into the stream. Shout out to everybody who's made their way in so far. Let's take a look at some of the practice times here tonight. See who's getting the advantage so far. Let's take a look. Looks like Caden Tuff so far has the hottest lap here in practice with a 14.16. Martin only 0.13 behind him. Pacala 0.18. You see the graph there on the left, followed by King, May, Smith, Chad Snyder, Hera, Poole, and Yo, rounding out this 10-car field. I don't know if we could fit any more cars on this track. I think 10 cars is good enough for these beasts, super late models. It is a small track here. As we hop on board with Caden Tufts, he's back into the pits. He might be ready to go. We'll see if he'll hop back out. As you can see, only 4 minutes left in practice. He's running the Canadian livery tonight. He is up north, as you can see, 153 years on the side of his car, representing Canada Day. So shout out to our neighbors up north. Kyle Martin joining us from Southington, Connecticut. He'll be in that 99 car with the red bumpers. A fan favorite here in All-American Racing League, David Hera, coming to us from Charlotte, North Carolina, as he gets a little bit of a love tap. You can see owner and driver of Hillbilly Motorsports. He shares that team with David Lorfano. Doesn't look like he's going to be making tonight's race. I'm not too sure if he's opted out of the whole season or if he just was going to miss the opener here. As he's going to go into the pits and get a fresh car there. We do have Frederick Houle with us tonight in that 59 car. Tyrone Yo Jr., as you can see in the 02 Good Wrench throwback. Do it for Dale livery. You love to see it, and it looks really good on that super late model. Good choice, Tyrone. Looking good out there, buddy. Chad Snyder in the 5 car for us this evening, running the CarQuest livery. We We got a new name with us tonight. This is Alonzo King Jr. Let's welcome him into All-American Racing League as he's going to be showing off that camo livery. Good to see some new faces and some new names in this league. This is All-American Racing League. This is the Spent Dreamz Car Club Championship. We're going to be running this over the course of the next 9 weeks. So shout out to those boys at AARL for having me back for those 9 weeks. I appreciate you guys choosing Feta GG. I will have an announcement for you guys next week. Should be next Tuesday before the Cup Series. We'll have a pretty awesome announcement here at Feta GG. We're looking forward to that. As you can see, 25 seconds until we go into the race session and run some qualifying laps. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our practice session. As we take a look at tonight's race info, you see it there. You've heard me talk. They are a sponsored league this season, Spent Dreamz Car Club Super Late Models. We're here at Southern National Motorsports Park underneath the lights. Start getting some qualifying times up top. You can see it live as they qualify. And that's going to do it for Alonzo King as he takes it back to the garage. Doesn't take these guys very long to get their qualifying sessions done. We'll give them the full 5 minutes either way, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to get the qualifying laps in. I'm pretty sure by now everybody's locked in. Might be waiting on one more car there, or did we lose a driver? We started in the practice session with 10 drivers. And it looks like that field has... I think we're waiting for Frederick Hool to load in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. He's got 3 minutes to do it. As always, iRacing is going to give us a beautiful look around the track here as qualifying comes to a close. We'll get these guys onto the grid behind the iRacing pace car tonight. They'll take a couple of pace laps, get their tires a little bit warm. while we're waiting for the session to be done and the cars on the grid. Don't forget, if you're watching this live on Twitch or you come across the VOD on Facebook or YouTube, this is All American Racing League. You can search them up on Facebook. You can search them up on YouTube.
For the start of the race, please.
As we get some driver comms in there, but nonetheless, if you guys are looking for a league to run in, All American Racing League does offer a variety of series. They have a sister league that's making its debut this season, I believe. I don't want to mess up the name, but it's the ORR Lawn Care Series, and they're going to be hosting the Gander Trucks on Sunday nights. They have a Tuesday night league, which is their NASCAR Cup Series. They're finishing that up. We got 2 more races to go. We'll be in Chicagoland this Tuesday. That's going to cut the round of 6 down to 4 drivers for our championship race the following week. But it's Thursday night, and all eyes are on race 1 of the Spent Dreamz Car Club Tri-Track Championship in the super late models. Should be a pretty good size field for this track. Everybody should have plenty of room. Doesn't mean there's not going to be some tough racing, though. Regardless, this is a very big car with a very high-powered engine on a small track. So we'll see how the race goes tonight. Hopefully we can keep it as caution-free as possible. It's not an easy track to get around. I did do some test sessions myself earlier this week, and that was just by myself. Now, I don't claim to be the best short track driver to begin with. As we see the grid there, give you guys a good look who's starting where. Also tells you the amount of time they're behind everybody chasing Caden Tufts in that 88 Canada livery as we get them out onto the track. As you see there, the number 15 car of David Hara, his livery there, right there, smack dab on the hood, your logo here. So he is currently looking for a sponsor in the super late model division. If you come across here and you're looking to get your name on one of these cars, contact All American Racing League, get a hold of David Hara, and give that man a shot. Very, very consistent driver. He's actually tied for the points lead in our Tuesday Night Cup Series. So we're going to go around the track a couple more times, get some heat on the tires, and we'll get ready to go green flag racing. Pace cars off, green flags out. Caden Tufts remains on to the lead into turn 1, coming out of turn 2 into the backstretch, followed by Martin. Looks like a battle for third between King and Pacala. Nothing changed there, though. May up to 5th place. Chad Snyder running 6th. Hool with the move up to 7th as Hara falls back to 9th. We are under our first caution of the evening. Alonzo King crash. David Hara is involved into the crash. Let's go back and take a look here. There might be a couple of things going on. We'll do the best we can to catch it all. This is the new driver, Alonzo King, going into the turn. Running that high line there. He gets a little bit loose. Makes contact there. Does the best he can to just get parked onto the track. That's unfortunate for that new driver, but you take a look at David Hara there. He's got quite a bit of damage. Looks like maybe his steering might be a little bit messed up. He's going to have to come. Oh, yeah, his front left tire there. A little damaged. He's going to have to come down pit road and get that taken care of. Tyrone Yo is involved in a wreck. Let's take a look here. I believe this is under the yellow flag pacing. Not too sure what happened here. We'll take a look. Oh, and he's trying to get down pit road. He does hit the tire barrier down there. So that's unfortunate for him. We'll catch up to the action, though. Not much has changed up front. We have Caden Tufts running first, Martin second, May in third, Devin Smith running fourth. Pacala rounding out our top five. Snyder right behind him in sixth. Hool running seventh. King Jr. involved in that wreck, sitting in eighth. It looks like we did get our 10th driver back onto the field here. So this is a 10-car field. Caden Tufts keeping the lead, coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Kyle Martin trying to track him down, quarter of a second behind him and growing. So it looks like we're going to be coming under our second caution of the evening. Looks like Tyrone Yo Jr. involved in another wreck. Let's take a look. He's in that 0-2 good wrench, throw back to Dale, doing it for Dale tonight. Oh, and he just gets loose coming off the turn. Licks the inside wall there by Internet Sweepstakes, late model title sponsor. Banner there, luckily nobody else involved. Good job staying patient on the inside there, Tyrone, making sure nobody else was involved in that wreck. So off to a little bit of a slow start here. That's okay. We talked about it at the top of the broadcast. We weren't too sure how these cars would be on a short track like this. These are some very high-powered and fast cars for this track. We'll try to keep it together here, though. See if we can get some green flag racing going for you guys at home, but also for these drivers. Nobody likes to pace. These guys are going to do everything they can to get a nice, clean, fast race going. We're going to do 80 laps here tonight at Southern National. This is the opening night of the Tri-Track Super Late Model Championship presented by Spent Dreamz Car Club. Shout out to them for sponsoring this 9-week series. As you see them boys up front, that's Caden Tufts and Kyle Martin. They're ready to go. Caden with just a huge jump right there. I think Kyle was sleeping a little bit, but it's always tough when you're on that front row. You don't have the ability to go when you want. You got to wait for that driver on the inside line to make a move. You don't want to get black flags and make a pass when you're not supposed to, jump the start. So you're pretty much a prisoner to that one car on the inside there. So Caden uses full advantage of that situation, and he gets out to a huge commanding lead here. 5 car of Smith rocking the Dodge Mopar livery there. Mopar and no car, as those guys like to say. May in the 00 all black livery. He too might be looking for a sponsor. Plenty of space there on the hood and that deck lid to get your name on one of these cars. Lonzo King Jr. in the True Timber 80. He's a new driver here in the super late model division at All American Racing League. Involved in a little hiccup at the beginning of the race, but he seemed to regroup, and he's been good ever since. He finds himself running in the top 5. Chad Snyder, another Cup Series driver, in fact tied with the lead with David Hara on Tuesday nights. He's running the super lates on Thursdays. Unfortunately, it looks like Tyrone Yo involved in another wreck. Tonight has not been his night as he's adjusting from the tour mods that we ran here on Thursdays. I'm sorry, that was way back. We're looking at Casey Pacala here as we were waiting for the SDK to update there. Now we'll take a look at what happened. The number 36 car just getting a little bit loose. David said, get out the way. Let me give you a little shove there. I'm sure that wasn't really all that intentional, but... So that brings us to another caution. Casey Pacala goes around, gets a little love tap from David Hara. That's Chad Snyder in the pits in that 5 car. Frederick Cool went to the pits. Couple of drivers getting some early damage taken care of. So we're going to have some drivers here a lap down early on. Not too sure what happened with Snyder. So it looks like he got involved in a little bit of incident here under yellow. Not too sure what we're going to see here. It doesn't look like anything major. It did come across my event list though, so I wanted to make sure we got a look at it. Make sure we're not missing anything. We're going to catch back up though and look at that pace car, man. He's flying. Zoomed onto the track there. That iRacing pace car, yeah, I think so, Tins. Appreciate that. That pace car was flying off of pit lane to get in front of that 88 car. I'm sorry. Excuse me at home, but if you saw it, you're probably laughing too as we're coming again under yellow here. Looks like Snyder involved, May involved. Let's go back and check it out. That's that number 5 car as we saw. We were trying to figure out what the first incident was. Didn't really show us too much. Oh, and he just gets into the back of the 36. May went around. He was caught up involved in that. So we have some guys trying to figure out these super late models. I'd love to get a replay of that pace car jumping off pit lane, but I don't want to miss the action like we did. We missed the last green flag restart. Didn't take long to get back under yellow, though, but I don't want to miss that. But So we'll stay under caution here for a little bit longer. No big deal. A lot of these guys, it's the first night of this championship series. We're going to be here 9 weeks. Some of these guys not only figuring out the car for themselves, but figuring out how to race with each other as well. So it's not a knock towards the driver. Stuff like this is going to happen on opening night. We're going to be back green flag racing as you see Caden with another big jump off of green. Maintaining his lead throughout. He started pole for us here this evening and he hasn't looked back since. The 99 car of Martin maintaining his second place all night as well. It looks like I hear some contact. I don't know if we're going to get under caution here or not. Yeah. Maybe not. I did hear some contact. I think May was involved in that. All right, there we go. There's our caution as May gets involved a second time. We have Snyder involved, Alonzo King Jr. involved. Let's go back and look at this original one, though. This is the contact I heard that I thought was going to bring out a caution, and it didn't. So let's take a look at this. So this is May just getting loose, hitting the inside, fair enough. But this is what brought out the caution here. Snyder and Alonzo King Jr. involved. He's in that 80 camouflage livery. Chad Snyder just gets a little loose, but I think so does Alonzo as well as they collide down there on that inside barrier. So a tough night for a couple of these drivers. Caden Tufts crashed. Let's see what happened here. This just popped up in the events as well. Let's take a look. Hopefully nothing too serious for our race leader. I think I'm getting trolled by SDK iRacing live timing. Not too sure. As we see Devin Smith in the pits getting some work done here. As you can see the brakes on these things underneath these night races glowing. Devin Smith off pit lane. We're going to catch back up in a live time. Not too sure what happened there and what Caden Tufts was involved in, but it's nothing too major. As you can see, his car looks good. He's still out there on the track, holding on to P1. There's the ever so fast, lightning fast iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. As you take a look at our field here, we'll see if the pace car gets off. It looks like the flagman is holding up the green flag. Pace car off. Caden Tufts out to another lightning quick restart into turn 1, out of turn 2, into the backstretch, holding on to that lead. The 99 of Kyle Martin ain't going anywhere either. He's going to hold down to second place. Uh-oh. I hear contact. David Hara involved. As we're going to be under caution once again. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here. That's the number 15 car of David Hara. Let's see if anybody else was involved. Oh, it looks like maybe just a little bit of contact there. If not, definitely some net code, which is unfortunate. Let's take a look at a different angle. Might have just been some net code, honestly. Let's take a look. Nope, definitely contact there. So that's unfortunate, just getting in onto the right quarter panel there of the 15 car. This is the Dreamz Super Late Model Tri-Track Championship. We're going to be here for all 9 weeks covering this here Thursday night, 6:45 Central start time. Our sixth caution here, but we are over halfway done, as you can see. Lap 48, about to be lap 49 out of 80. That's a look at our race leader, Caden Tufts, coming out of us from Halifax, up in Canada. The outside of him is Kyle Martin in our 99 car. Green flag racing. Caden Tufts out to the lead once more. Kyle Martin, though, not going away this time as he's right onto the bumper of that 88 car. Let's see if he can give him a run for his money. The 95 of Smith behind him as well, trying to keep pace with the two drivers up front. Oh, and Kyle Martin, unfortunately, pushing it maybe a little too hard, gets loose on the corner exit there. That's unfortunate. That was the best run he had on Tufts all night up to this point. That is unfortunate for that 99 car of Martin. You hate to see it. That was probably the best restart he's had, as he was keeping pace with Caden Tufts. So unfortunate. Devin Smith going to be moving up to second place. Frederick Houle finds himself up into third. Martin going to come down to pit road here. We're going to focus our eyes back up here to the front of the pack. Caden Tufts still leading us around. 95 car of Smith, though, he's found his way up into second place. Houle running third. Pagala fourth. Alonzo King Jr. in fifth. Here comes Smith working that outside line after the restart. Caden's going to bounce back up top, shut the door on any kind of move Smith can make on him, but Smith ain't going away cheap. As you can see, he's right out of the bumper, coming out of the turn. Caden with a little bit of a buffer on the straightaways, but 95 trying to keep it competitive. aboard our race leader, Caden Tubbs, as he takes us a lap around. Thank you, Tufts, for that lap around tonight's track. Laps to go here in this 80-lap race on a Thursday night All-American Racing League Spent Dreamz Car Club Tri-Track Championship opener. Back here in third place with Casey Pacala. He's got himself a nice little gap on our fourth place driver, King Jr. in that 80 car. Behind him is the 99, trying to make his way past the 00 to get fighting his way back up. He was in second place this whole race until he had that unfortunate spin coming out of the exit, trying to keep pace with Caden. There he is working on the inside line. Now that 00 car of May is a lap down, so that's not a place for Martin. He is going to sustain his fifth place right now as he tries working on bringing in that 80 car of King Jr. Looks like he's got that late model of his tuned in. He's going to dive in on the inside. Let's see if he can make the move work. 80 giving him plenty of space. He's going to be looking for another corner bomb here, as he's going to stay on the inside line. They're racing door to door coming out of that exit. Can he get the pass done? Yes, it looks like he's going to do that. A gentleman move by King to go up and let him have it. But here comes King with the move of his own. He tries the inside line. Not going to get it done, though, as the 99 holds on to P4 and continues his charge to the front of the pack. We are under 10 laps to go here. Caden Tufts, though, with a 2-second lead on Smith, as it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to bring any smoke to that 88 car. As long as he can hold on and keep his car straight, he's going to win this race here, night one of this 9-week season. Looks like we got some action behind us as that pace car's back onto the track there. Looks like Pacala involved in a wreck. We'll check the replay here in a minute, but that is not what you want to see if you're tonight's race leader, that 88 car of Caden Tufts, as we are going to bring these cars back and put them back side by side at least one more time as he sees his over 2-second lead diminish. We're going to line Smith right back up his door. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Martin has made his way back up to third. He's going to be starting on the inside, right behind that 88. We're going to have a race here. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. As we said, Casey Pacala involved. He's in that 36 car. Let's see what goes on here. Does he get a little bit of a push, or does he just get loose coming off to the turn? Not too sure, maybe both. I think he was starting to get a little bit loose. He had to lift. Obviously, by lifting, that's all it took to slow down enough for that 99 car to give him a little bit of a nudge. Well, let's strap in here, folks. It looks like we're going to have a race to the finish. We thought Tufts was going to run away with it, but nope. He's looking in his rearview mirror at Kyle Martin in the 99 car. He has fought his way back up to the front of the pack. We're going to be green, white, checkered. We'll see if Smith and Martin can give Tufts a run for his money. It looked like he was going to be unstoppable. Green flag. Caden so good on those restarts. Coming around to the back stretch, we'll see what Smith and Martin can bring to the table. You got to get everything you got as we are on the white flag. It looks like that 88 car with the Canada Day livery celebrating 153 years up north. It's going to be Caden Tufts taking home the checkered flag. Race 1 here at the Spent Dreamz Car Club Tri-Track Championship. Try to say that 3 times in a row. Congratulations to our race winner, Caden Tufts, and to everybody that was out there tonight. Kyle Martin in the 99. The 41 car of Casey Pacala, Devin Smith in 4th, and Tyrone Yo with a good top 5 finish. As Caden's going to do his celebratory donouts, Martin wants to get involved too. Yes, sir. With a huge burnout here underneath the lights. We'll get him in for a post-race interview when he gets done eating those tires. And he's got me coughing up here in the booth. There's so much smoke coming off those. He's going to destroy those here at Southern National. Let him do a couple of more burnouts here before we get him on the hot mic. This is going to be Caden Tufts. Hey, Caden, this is faded up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Caden, congratulations. You started here on the pole position and you left taking home the checkered flag. How do you feel about your performance tonight? I know we paced a lot, but I think a lot of these drivers just trying to get comfortable here in these super late models. How do you think your night went? Obviously, other than great because you're taking home the checkered, but how do you feel in these super lates?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with these. I've been basically running them my whole entire iRacing career, but some reason this track feels a lot different than it did last time I ran them, which was like last year in the old super lates. But I'm starting to like these more as I get the run in.
Well, hey man, shout out. I see the livery. Happy Canada Day. You're celebrating 153 years up north. So congrats on that, and congrats on taking home race 1 here at the Spent Dreamz Car Club Championship. We appreciate you, Caden.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our race winner. Let's pull in the 99 car of Kyle Martin. Hey, Kyle, it's faded. How you doing? You got a copy?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kyle, I know you wanted to give him a little bit more of a run there as he does blow out his engine out there onto the track. But, hey, look, you were fast all night. I know you had some trouble there towards the end of the race, and you started to have to fight your way through the pack. But congratulations taking the spot that you did. How do you feel about these super lates compared to the tour mods we ran last season? How do you feel about your performance, and what are you looking forward to the most this season?
The super late models, they're a bit more loose as exhibited on the last lap where me and Devin got into a little bit of a tangle and went drifting in the last turn. I didn't when Caden and I were first and second for the entire race, and then I lost it coming off the turn. That I didn't really like having to come back through the field, but these things are fun. I hope to have a better season output. Hopefully challenge Kane for some of these wins. That was fun with me and Devin for the last corner or a couple of laps there.
Absolutely. Either way, a good run and a good showing from you tonight. Congratulations. And we look forward to calling the race next Thursday.
Thank you. Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. See ya. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to get a interview with the series owner, but it looks like he has left the Discord chat. See if we can pull anybody else in here. For another interview. Hey, Tyrone, it's Faded. You got a copy, brother?
Yep, I hear you.
Hey, look, a strong performance out of you tonight. You take home a top 5. I know that's got to feel good. How do you feel about these super late models? Are you happy with the top 5? And what are you looking forward to most running the super late models this season?
Yeah, I'm happy with the top 5 this week. I wasn't really good today. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. Just trying to learn a little more, being a looser car to get better on the other tracks or the other cars.
Well, hey, either way, congratulations on bringing home the top 5 here at the very first race of this championship. We got 8 weeks to go. I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see you next week out on the track, Tyrone.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tyrone bringing home a solid top 5 finish. This has been a solid night of super late model racing. That was All-American Racing League in the Spent Dreamz Car Club Tri-Track Championship. As I just said, we have 8 more weeks to go here every Thursday, 6:45 Central Time. I'm Faded GG, and we'll see you next on Tuesday night as we pick up in Chicagoland with the AARL NASCAR Cup Series, as they're going to close out their round of 6 and then go into the championship race the week after that with just 4 drivers in contention. You don't want to miss it. Turn on the notifications, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Peace.